From the National Weather Service in Raleigh, it's Nick Petro with your routine weekly briefing for Central North Carolina, the Monday morning edition, covering the period today through Sunday this week through the 7th of March. Let's take a quick look, as we like to do, at the current conditions. And many of you probably experienced a fairly decent downpour this morning at some point in time. And as I zoom in, that's this line of showers that are basically approaching the coast very quickly. And behind that, we're just seeing some spotty light rain. Okay, temperatures are in the upper 50s to lower 60s and probably falling because that's a cold front that's moving through. And as I zoom out, you'll probably notice a boundary here between this very warm air mass to our east with temperatures in the 70s. Remember the last couple days how nice and warm it's been? We were in that nice, warm, unseasonably warm air mass. And look how it's much colder to the west of that line of showers. That's basically a cold front moving through right now. So what this cold front will do is it'll slip by to our south, probably ending up somewhere down here, by the end of the day. And for the next couple days, that boundary is going to sit to our south, and we'll be on the cooler side of it. And essentially, basically, not really terribly cold, but more like just getting us back to where we should be this time of year, which is highs in the upper 50s to lower 60s, and lows in the mid to upper 30s is where we should be this time of year. And that's basically what we're going to be looking at here for the next at least through much of this week. All right, so here's a look at the weather maps. And today you can see that boundary moving through. For the midweek period, there's an area of low pressure that will be kind of traveling along that stalled boundary. The boundary it's moving through right now will stall to our south. And then low pressure along it's going to move along that boundary, pass by to our south. So as it does so, it'll spread some rain back north across the Carolinas, probably as early as tomorrow night. But most likely during the daytime Wednesday and lingering through Wednesday night. So there will be two opportunities for rain the next few days. Today, with the passage of the cold front, that very light shower activity I showed on radar just a few moments ago. And then on Wednesday, as low pressure passes by to our south. It could be as early as Tuesday night, ending as late as Wednesday night, but generally Wednesday is going to be the bulk of the rain. Otherwise, dry weather is expected tomorrow, that is Tuesday. And then from Thursday on through the weekend, we are looking at dry weather with high pressure in control of our weather. And again, temps generally will be within a few degrees either side of normal highs in the upper 50s to lower 60s and normal lows in the mid to upper 30s. So nothing too far deviating from where we should be this time of year. All right, how much rain are we going to expect? Generally less than a half inch for the rest of today, with the rain that the lingering shower activity that I spoke of. And then as we look for Tuesday night into Wednesday night, looking at maybe a quarter inch north near the Virginia border to as much as 1 inch south near the South Carolina border. Again, Tuesday night through Wednesday night. And then dry thereafter. Look at that. Thursday and Friday dry, this weekend dry. So really the 7-day rainfall totals it's going to come from what's falling today and what's falling on Wednesday. And that'll be anywhere from a half inch near the Virginia border to about 1.5 inches south near the South Carolina border. So not a whole lot of rain and some much needed dry weather for the latter half of the week. All right. So this is the excessive rainfall outlooks that looks at a potential for flash flooding. And right now we don't expect any flash flooding concerns the next 3 days. This is the severe thunderstorm potential from the Storm Prediction Center, and no thunderstorms expected the next 3 days. And then looking further ahead into next week, the odds favor above normal temperatures and below normal precipitation. So if that indeed does turn out to be the case and that holds, I don't think most people will complain. I mean, we definitely need some dry weather. I mean, we dearly need some dry weather to dry out from all this wet weather we've had during the winter season. All right. So that wraps up our briefing for today. Again, 2 opportunities for rain today and Wednesday. Otherwise dry Tuesday and then Thursday through the rest of the week and weekend. And then temps generally within a few degrees of normal, somewhere in the upper 50s to lower 60s, and lows generally mid to upper 30s. And then in terms of hazards and impacts, generally speaking, other than the inherent risks associated with rain, which is, hydroplaning risks. So obviously you always want to slow down on wet roads to avoid hydroplaning. Other than that, looks like generally low impact weather is expected this week. All right. Looks like it's not going to be enough rain to cause any flooding concerns. So that's good news. All right. So that is our weekly briefing, the Monday morning edition for Central North Carolina.